I am reliably informed that it is Christmas again. Oh joy. Last year, was it really a year ago? I got to review the Govee Christmas String Lights 2. Matter-compatible fairy lights designed to go on a Christmas tree with cool tree scanning features to do shape things. The design was a little unconventional though, with beads embedded on the string that could only really be seen from one side and were a bit dimmer from the other side. The clear design stood out too much, and although there was a green version available, they never quite looked the same as we might think of traditional tree lights as looking. The Govee Christmas Sparkle String Lights, they fix all that and they take on a more traditional design. And you can still sync them with your gaming PC or Govee Gaming Sync Box for the ultimate light show while you're gaming. Ah, the true meaning of Christmas. Dynamic lighting shows linked to gratuitous violence. Let's take a closer look at the Govee Sparkle Christmas Lights. I'm James Bruce, you're watching MatterAlpha.com reviews. So let's compare to the Govee String Lights 2 first. The Sparkle lights have a domed LED enclosure that protrudes about an inch in a quite bulky package from the cable, rather than a clear LED module embedded on the cable itself, which couldn't really be viewed from the other side. They were a lot dimmer. On the new Sparkle Christmas tree lights, the dome enables it to sparkle from any angle, which is exactly how Christmas tree lights should be, of course. However, as I mentioned, these are a bit bulky. I'd like to think that's because they'll last longer, they're more durable, but some of us still have fairy lights from the 70s, so that might be difficult to test. The LEDs on this are also more tightly packed, meaning that the Sparkle lights have 250 beads on the 66 feet or 20 meter length compared to 200 beads on the Christmas String Lights 2. Now we have a 7-foot tree here and it feels like more than enough lights. However, a longer length is also available in 30 meters or 100 feet with 375 beads for larger trees if you don't live in tiny British rooms with low ceilings. They do feel anecdotally brighter than the Christmas String Lights 2 as well, but I can't find any lumens output specs, so that could just be because of the way they're mounted on the cable rather than a strictly sort of brighter output. Now, these are not, however, outdoor lighting products, so absolutely do not put them outside. They are not waterproof. They are still matter compatible and they still use the same mapping algorithm to ensure you can create dazzling lighting displays no matter how you've laid it out on your tree. So in terms of scenes, the most disappointing aspect of the Govee Christmas Sparkle Lights for me is that they don't actually have a sparkling Christmas lights scene, like a traditional warm or cold, mostly on with some occasional sparkles. They don't have that. I mean, that seems like such an oversight. Yes, perhaps you're not buying a $100 set of fairy lights because you want them to look like a $10 one, but at the same time, you might want that sometimes. We don't always need rainbow Technicolor trees. And the fact remains that a $10 set of fairy lights does do that, and these don't. Not easily, anyway. I tried to DIY a scene or find something in the user catalogue, but I couldn't quite find anything that really matched what I wanted. I then tried the AI Scene Creator, which is admittedly a lot better now than it used to be, but still, with all the prompt engineering in the world, it wouldn't quite do what I wanted it to, though I did enjoy thoroughly winding her up. Can you do some sparkling Christmas tree lights, please? Just white with the occasional sort of brighter sparkle.
White Christmas tree lights are ready. A gentle white glow fills the strip while occasional bright pulses twinkle randomly for a festive sparkle.
That's not nearly enough sparkle. Can we have maximum sparkle, please?
Absolutely. Sparkle density is now pushed to the maximum by selecting the largest number of LEDs per twinkle event, delivering an ultra sparkly white glow across the strip.
I need more twinkle.
I've already maxed the LEDs per twinkle.
Now, there are a lot of impressive scenes in the app, don't get me wrong. There's 140 plus Govee states, and I'm certainly not counting them. Most can have the colours changed easily, just hit the little edit button. There's a lot of power too in the DIY modes and the AI, but sometimes you just want a button for basic Christmas tree modes, you know? And with these specifically being marketed as Christmas lights, I kind of wanted a whole tab in the app just for Christmas scenes. Instead, what I got was Zootopia 2. And that's especially true for less advanced users. Yes, it's wonderful to be able to program your own scenes as a geek, But I can't imagine giving these to my mum. She'd be absolutely bewildered by the sheer number of options and the complexity of the app. So there really needs to be some kind of simplified interface, picking some basic patterns and some colours to go with it. Perhaps, dare I even say it, an entirely new, easy-to-use Christmas app. Now, like the previous Christmas string lights too, the Govee app will scan the shape of your layout during setup using your phone camera, and that enables it to do things like waves of patterns across your tree in a way that makes sense, regardless of whether you coiled them round and round, or you went back and forth as you went up the tree, or even up and down like some complete psychopath. It'll still work. Let's talk about the Matter support, because Matter support for any complex lighting products amounts to a glorified on-off switch, basically. For anything fun, you'll still need to stay within the Govee ecosystem. It seems as though Matter 1.5 does actually introduce the concept of manufacturer imported scenes, but let's be honest, support for that within controllers is still going to be a long way away, and it's not clear yet if that actually means pixel LED style scenes or just a set of fixed colours for each lighting fixture that you own, which in this case would mean one solid colour for the entire strip. So for now, nothing is changed on the Matter front. It's nice to be able to turn them on and off remotely, but you're unlikely to use the colour setting features because it'll just do a single colour for the whole strip. Brightness may be useful, but otherwise, as ever with Matter and programmable lighting, you're only going to get a very, very basic feature set. But at least you can automate turning them on and off without those mechanical timers that seem to only come out at Christmas. So, should you buy the Govee Christmas Sparkle lights? Absolutely. If you've held off on getting the Govee Christmas String Lights too because they didn't feel very Christmassy or fairy light-y, then these are the lights that you've been looking for. 66 foot I think is enough for most trees. 100 foot if you have something enormous or you only want LEDs on your tree, so no other decorations, you just want sort of more densely packed lights, then you can do that. The cable now blends in beautifully, you probably can't even see it, and it has more LEDs. I wouldn't be surprised if the other previous line just gets discontinued soon, because the Sparkle seems like the much better product overall. In terms of competition, if you thought Govee was expensive at $100 for some fairy lights, then let me tell you, all the major smart home lighting manufacturers now do something similar. Philips Hue perhaps being the most famous, recently launched their new Festavia fairy lights. The only difference is that they are twice the price of these. Nanoleaf also offer some generically named but similar designed smart string lights. Again, more expensive, though less than Hue. All of these are Matter over Wi-Fi as well. There are no thread models that exist as far as I can tell. Anyway, that's it from me. You've been watching MatterAlpha.com reviews, home of all things that matter in the smart home. Hit me up in the comments with any questions, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and be sure to check out the full database of Matter products over at MatterAlpha.com. Until next time, Merry Christmas all.